and welcome back to the panel discussion of Your Secret Advisor. So I'm Ruth. My major is integrated biology. I'm a senior, and I'm also the talk show host.
Hi, my name is Penny. I'm a integrated biology major as well, and I minor in psychology as well.
Hi, my name is Kenyana. I'm a biochem major with a minor in chemistry, and I'm a junior.
My name is Ayana, and I am a senior in communication.
Hi, my name is Kayla. I'm a junior, and I'm in English.
So we all are acquainted with one another. So on the last episode, when Precious gave her concern, she had a secret advisor that wanted to relay her message. Here is the advice, ta-da! And and I'll read that to you guys right now. Dear Precious, know that test anxiety is a learned response that can be unlearned. Replace all negative thoughts with positive ones. Start with "Si se puede," yes I can. Don't think about the fear, just relax. You're in control. What lies at the bottom of the ocean and shakes a lot? A nervous wreck. Keep your head above water. Sincerely, your secret advisor. Okay. A lot of these advice has been about water lately. Swimming last week, you know. So how do you guys feel about that advice? What critiques do you guys have?
I mean, it wasn't really practical. Like, okay, you wake up, you say, yes, I can. Okay. That doesn't help me. if I have anxiety, saying yes, I can is not going to help me.
So it was kind of vague, you think? It was a little vague? Okay.
I think it's more like telling yourself that you can do it. That's what the advice was saying.
Okay.
Like trying to have positive thoughts throughout your day
Then you
instead
won't
of
have test
focusing.
So regardless, you have test anxiety.
It's one of the steps because they're saying that your thoughts contribute to the anxiety. So if you're having negative thoughts, you're not going to be able to calm down. But if you try to think positively, if you're working towards having positive thoughts, maybe you're not as nervous as you usually are, you're not shaking, your heart isn't beating as fast, and maybe you'll even calm down enough to actually like focus on the test.
I think those two little quotes, the "Si se puede" and the nice little pun at the end, are good for sticky notes on the mirror.
Okay.
So you get up
a new direction.
and you're like, this is what I need to look at today, and you walk away. Maybe it might not help much, but it should be in the back of your mind somewhere. And I think that's what that good use is.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. Like as you start to like kind of tell yourself every day, like, oh, I can do this, I'm gonna do well, then that's gonna actually, like, your brain is gonna believe it eventually, even if it's a lie. Don't believe it. Eventually, and then a lie may turn into the truth. You never know.
I also know that exercising helps like the body in general and also the mind. So if you don't exercise a lot, just maybe take couple minutes, maybe 30 minutes or an hour, exercise and see how you feel afterwards. Maybe the anxiety reduces. Call up a friend and try to find something fun to do to take your mind off of it. There are many ways to like relieve it.
That's true. So I guess now what I can ask, I mean, because some of you guys already touched up on this, but what do you guys do to kind of deal with test anxiety? Have you guys ever had test anxiety?
Oh,
you guys ever had test?
Yeah.
So like, what you got? You say yeah. She was like yeah. She said that a little too loud. But like, how do you guys deal with that if you've had it before?
Go straight to sleep.
Netflix, where you sleep. I hear all types of stuff. Netflix, sleep. So how do you guys explain a little bit? Sleep while watching Netflix. So can y'all explain a little bit more about that? Like, how do you guys use that?
So I love watching movies or shows, and most of the time when I don't want to do homework, that's what I do to like take my mind off of it. So maybe that could work. And then later on you'll be like, okay, I know I have to do this. So you do it.
I think that's good too, especially because it's like, oh, if you get so caught up in trying to study, trying to cram as much information into your head, then you're just gonna like forget it anyways. You're just allowing yourself to take a break and like relax and like kind of detox all the school stuff and take in all like fun stuff. It allows you to like think better and like focus more.
I definitely had that problem like freshman year, where I just wanted to like, as a pre-med student, like, you know, you have to like get it as you can. And I just wanted to like keep doing my work just because like I feel like I wasn't doing enough like compared to the other students. But like my mentors and like my other friends, they told me like you should just like slow down and take time for yourself and to like have a spa day or whatever, like a detox day.
Do you guys think that, because I was just kind of glancing at this part of the advice, and they said that know that test anxiety is a learned response that can be unlearned. Do you guys think that it can be unlearned? First of all, unlearning, is that possible to unlearn stuff? Do y'all think that's possible?
It's hard.
It's hard?
It's
hard?
It's hard to break bad habits that you have, so you have to like have the discipline to like know that every day it might not be easy, but eventually like you can break it.
Yeah.
Especially since we've been taking tests since like second grade. I know we all took the Iowa exam and we had no idea what that was. But it's like every single year and you're like, here's a really important test, and so you know that adds up after 20 years.
Yeah.
But you do you have to find things that work for you. Like for me, all of my tests now are basically essay based. So I'll be writing a couple essays in 50 minutes, which isn't easy, right? Because you got to get the information out.
Yeah.
So when you're preparing for that, you just gotta hope that you know the information and hope that you can regurgitate it in sentence form.
But any other responses on that?
Yeah, I think that it's important to realize that stress doesn't necessarily be like, oh, you're never going to be stressed again. It's just what you do with that stress.
Right.
It's okay to feel stressed because that shows that you care about something. It shows that you want to succeed.
Right.
You want to do whatever you can to succeed. So instead of like necessarily worrying about how to not stress, worry about how you can channel that stress into like doing better on your tests and doing better like as a whole and being like productive and stuff like that.
Definitely.
Completely agree.
Yeah. Well, I guess I can quickly throw this out there before as a final point. Do you guys have any like stories, any like horror stories or funny stories on test anxiety that maybe happened? Because I know, eventually, you know what happened. You just got to laugh about it because it's just too sad to cry about it. So I know a lot of you were pretty vocal when I said but a lot of y'all said like you guys had test anxiety before. So do you guys have any stories that you want to share? You don't have to.
I mean, I have that problem sometimes where I'll get to a test and then like I'll know the stuff, like everything I read was on the test, but like I just doubt myself, so like I put the wrong answer, and then like when the test comes back and then I read the results and it's like, dang.
Then you get angry, right?
Yeah. And I just had to learn to like trust myself and know that I know what I'm doing, I know what I'm talking about, and like forget everybody else what they're doing, because you know people talk, they'll be like, oh my god, like you didn't get this wrong. But it's like, okay, forget you.
Yeah, I don't have like a specific story, but I know that sometimes when I get to the exam and I see the paper, everything that was here flies out here. It goes the opposite window. And so at that point, I don't know, I just have to try and make stuff up. The stressing is not going to help anything. If it's an F, let's not say that. But yeah, at this point, you just got to try and push through. So,
and I think a lot of times you'll find that you'll do better than you thought you did.
Yeah.
Like if you're like, oh, I bombed that test, and you get it back and you got like 100, you're like, what? Where did it come from?
There's a lot of those out there.
Exactly. So I think it's important to realize that, oh, a lot of times you're stressing out about it more than like the teacher. Or, like you think you did really bad, the teacher's like, oh, this is amazing. So just to like be more confident in yourself and your ability to do
What
good.
I did yesterday was, it's not yesterday, Friday, I forgot to submit a paper because I was playing Assassin's Creed. And so now I'm like, okay, now I have to do really well on this test. And that's a lot of extra stress that I don't need now. But thankfully, I have my nice study methods. So I'll take the paper, see what you do. You take the PowerPoint, and you write every single name and organization down, and forget all the rest of the other information. And you study that.
Also, like this goes back to what I said last week, like the counseling center, they have a lot of events where they can help you with like test anxiety. Like, I don't know what they do, I've never been because I don't have time. But yeah, you could check out your counseling center or something.
Any final thoughts?
try to eat healthy. It always helps.
Yes,
Definitely.
yes. Don't drink some water the day before and just go to wake up and go to the exam and expect you to just be doing well. No, you gotta actually eat a well-balanced diet. And I think I told Precious that on the previous episode. Make sure you have a well-balanced diet. Everything that you need. You know, they kind of didn't they decrease the triangle? Now you don't need milk or something anymore. Or something like who's never getting rid of milk? I'm not getting rid of milk, but they decreased the triangle. So now it's just like vegetables. I think it was vegetables and water. It was only vegetables and water on there. I'm just like, So I don't know, but just eat a well-balanced diet. Maybe have your mom or dad or your friend cook for you. Breathe in, breathe out when you get to the exam. Count to 10 if you have to, but regardless, you'll be fine because the qualifications is not just about the test. It's also about who you are as a person, and that's what the personal statements are for. So I guess if there's nothing else that needs to be said, we're going to end it there. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe so that you do not miss a single thing. And we'll see you next week, next Tuesday, with our next guest student. Bye. Bye.